Some battles with neighbors start small, but this one began with a single Jeep parked in a driveway. What should have been harmless turned into a full-blown spectacle when one entitled woman decided the rules didn't matter, at least not for her. What she didn't know was that her obsession would backfire in front of the entire neighborhood, leaving her humiliated and a veteran more respected than ever. In many neighborhoods, a driveway is simply a place to park. But for one homeowner, his driveway became the stage for a battle that would expose the pettiness of a self-appointed enforcer. The man was a veteran, proud of his service, and his vehicle reflected that pride. His Jeep was decorated with military decals, an American flag mounted on the back, and a few personal touches honoring his time in uniform. To him, it was more than transportation, it was a symbol of sacrifice and identity. Most neighbors admired it. Some even thanked him for his service when they walked by. But not everyone shared that sentiment. Across the street lived Karen, a woman who believed she held authority over every inch of the community. She complained about trash cans being left out, children's bikes on sidewalks, and now, the Jeep. In her eyes, it was unsightly, a disruption to the image she thought the neighborhood should have. At first, she filed complaints with the HOA, demanding the Jeep be removed from sight. But when the board reminded her that the vehicle violated no rules, she escalated. In a dramatic attempt to prove her power, Karen dialed 911, reporting the Jeep as a suspicious vehicle. She claimed it was dangerous, an eyesore, and shouldn't be allowed in the neighborhood. The police arrived expecting trouble but were instead greeted by the veteran himself, standing calmly by his Jeep. They looked over the vehicle, checked the plates, and quickly realized nothing was wrong. Everything was legal, from the parking to the flags and decals. The only thing out of place was Karen's sense of entitlement. As she stormed over to demand action, the officers turned their attention to her. They explained, in front of gathered neighbors, that making false reports wasted police resources and could lead to penalties. The veteran, meanwhile, remained respectful, his quiet composure only making Karen's tantrum look worse. Word of the incident spread quickly. Neighbors who had once kept their distance now rallied behind the veteran, praising his patience and condemning Karen's behavior. Some even began decorating their own cars with flags in solidarity. What Karen intended as a humiliation became her own downfall. From that day forward, the Jeep didn't just sit in a driveway, it stood as a reminder of resilience and respect. And Karen, once loud and commanding, was left to sulk in silence, her power stripped away by her own reckless call. And in the end, the only thing that got towed away was Karen's dignity. Do like, subscribe for more.